Hey, my name is Brandon, and I'm with Southside Blooms today at the EDA Warehouse in California, Los Angeles.
My name is Melina, and I'm with Southside Blooms today, EDA Warehouse.
Brandon, this is your first time doing flowers outside Chicago. So how do you feel right now? Tell us what you're feeling, what you're thinking.
I feel absolutely bewildered and excited because I didn't know I could be able to, take this outside of the state I was in Chicago. And seeing that flowers in collaboration can go this far really opens my eyes and my perspective. I mean, to be honest, I thought I was just gonna stay in Chicago. I didn't know flowers was this meaningful and it was this widespread and had so much meaning outside of Chicago where I was.
Now, Melina, so you've been in the shop for a few years now.
Mm-hmm.
You're out of school. You're kind of approach this more as a career.
Yeah.
So could you just tell me a little bit about how you're feeling in terms of the career opportunities that you feel like Southside Blooms is opening up for you?
I'm very excited, and before I had this job, I was kind of a homebody. I didn't really travel a lot, and I wanted to, and this job is letting me hit my travel goals. I didn't realize I would be in LA or in Africa, and it's really opening my eyes to new experiencing things that I didn't know that one job could do for me, basically.
Okay, so Melina, could you just tell me a little bit about what are some of your goals for the future? You've been to Africa, now you're here in Los Angeles, you're doing flowers, we're all over the world. So can you tell us a little bit about how what's some of your biggest goals right now?
I feel like one of my biggest goals, it's more of a personal goal, is to see if I can do flowers in Japan, because I want to see how their flowers are, if that's a possibility. But if not, I'm just grateful that I'm able to explore, see different people, see different things, and show them that the job I'm doing is bringing smiles to people's face and doing their events and their weddings, basically.
Okay, so Brandon, this is your first time traveling and being on a plane. Could you talk a little bit about what it was like for you to, just go through the whole travel process for the first time? Were you scared? Were you nervous? Yes, because it just tells us a little bit how you're feeling.
All right, I was a bit nervous at first getting my real ID because I didn't have the documents, but then it was just really easy because they told me everything I needed to get, and I could just go straight to the library and just print it out. Well, at first it was a bit hectic because I didn't have the documents, and then it became smooth. Everything was just smooth sailing, yeah. I wasn't too afraid at all. Well, maybe the K9 dogs, that spooked me. I didn't know they had those just running around.
Okay, so you're in high school, Brandon. So do your friends know what you do? What do they think about you working at Southside Blooms?
I have this one friend, his name is Amir. He's so shocked all the time because I told him about the business trip I was taking. He was like, oh my God, wow, I'm making big move plays. And when I got promoted, he was excited too because he didn't know that a high schooler could get this far into a job and get promotions.
Right, so do you think that is that increasing maybe their interest in flowers or maybe considering a career in flowers?
Yeah, a lot of people are asking me to get them a spot in the job, and I'm sending them the information to fill out, and they are interested in the job, yeah.
So when I was in high school, and still now, I'm like, guys, you should join my job. It's really fun. You get to be creative and see new things. And that's before I traveled to Africa, just going into downtown, going into the little fancy buildings. I'm like, we should go. And I showed them pictures and stuff like that. And my best friend, Miracle, she wanted to come, but I guess she got a little busy. But every now and then, she'd be like, oh, is it a spot open? I'm like, yeah, you apply now. And I even bought a practice bouquet to school, and I showed them how to wrap it. So just in case they did get an interview, they know what's up beforehand, give them little steps to get the place, basically.
Can you talk a little bit about how your parents feel about this? Did they ever think that both their kids could be in flowers one day? How are they viewing you guys being in the floral industry?
So me and my brother, mom and dad, they were a bit nervous when they found out that me and Brennan was going to California. But they were really excited though. They were glad that it was close to Chicago too. And basically they never thought that me and Brennan would be in a flower business. Me personally, I didn't think I would be in the flower business. I didn't really know it was a thing for real. But ever since we got there, they've been really happy and supportive. And they're like, oh, cool, because we don't really travel a lot. So this is a very big experience for all of us, basically.
I didn't expect to have a job with my sister, Melina, but it works out pretty well because we build upon each other. We set expectations for each other, and we grow upon that, and we're comfortable with each other. So working at a job together, it just makes the work easier. And we always have that sibling bond going on.
All right, so when you say you set expectations for each other, can you talk a bit more about what type of expectations you guys set for each other?
We're a bit competitive, so we always try to make the best piece, the best any arrangement, and we always compete during that. Who can get the better job positions,
And
the trips.
and I always win, basically.
No.
I always win. But like, yeah, we're really competitive, but we also tell each other what's going on in the shop, because I go in the shop before him, because I'm the day shift, and I'm like, this is what's gonna happen. Just be prepared for this or that, especially if it's like a busy day. I'm like, just get your game, your focus on. Basically, be there and put 100% effort in.
What would be your message to the youth in Los Angeles and around the country about Southside Blooms? Like, what would be the number one thing you would want to share for someone who hasn't had the opportunity to be at Southside Blooms, that maybe it's the first time hearing about it, that kind of thing?
The message I have for the youth is to always put yourself in a higher expectation, because as soon as you do, you'll get a lot of stuff coming your way. Always do stuff like you're doing it for yourself, basically. Put 100% in, you'll always get good stuff coming your way. And also, this job is not only about the work trips, it's about actually putting in work in the flower pieces and showing your creativity for like the events and for the weddings. I like to do the wedding arrangements because I get to like see the bride and the groom's happy faces. It brings me joy, giving joy back, basically.
The message I have for the youth all around America is that it doesn't matter where you are, there's opportunity everywhere. I didn't know there was going to be opportunity so close to me in my hometown at Southside Blooms. They really took me everywhere. They took me to LA. I never expected to go to LA. I thought I was going to go at like 25 years old when I had a job, saving up all my money just to go somewhere. But I got a full free trip to LA, which is a wonderful experience. And you can find that experience too.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, so just basically, like, how do you sort of see being here? Because you say, your horizons are expanding. So how do you think that's going to impact your personal life, right? In terms of the friends you're going to have, or who you're marry one day, or those kind of things.
I feel like me traveling because of this job is gonna bring me more experience, basically giving me more friend groups, more perspective on life, because I only had perspective in Chicago, but now I want to travel more. I want to see things. I might come back to LA too, just to get the feeling of belonging here and telling people that how Southside Bloom moves and what they do basically for the youth and their community.
So working at Southside Blooms and how it's impacting and will impact my personal life is I really did get an insight on the cultural and history lessons. When I saw y'all go to Africa, I saw the video and y'all made this headgear thing and it had like this meaning behind it. That really gave me a perspective. If I traveled to Africa, I could see why it's like that over there and how they were impacted. It's just a lot of information that I could get. It's knowledgeable working at this job because we're exploring these many different places, and I could just tell my girlfriend or my friends how these different environments and places are in history.
Yeah, so you're just saying like how you talk to your girlfriend about the work that you're doing here and that kind of thing. So how do you think that's like? What does she think about it? How do you think it's changed the way you envision your future together?
I feel like when I give her the flowers, she just sees flowers and like a thoughtful boyfriend until I give her insight behind the meaning these flowers could hold. Like rose means love, and in the different way it's a symbol, it can mean something else completely different. And I just tell her the backstory because each bouquet you make, there's a backstory behind it, there's intent behind it. And I just tell her how I was feeling when I was making those flowers and the meaning behind the bouquet.
Did you ask specifically about the gala? Like, are they excited about
Oh, yes.
the gala, making the arrangements? Do they know that celebrities are going to be there?
Oh, I did not know that.
There's going to be a red carpet.
We don't need to be more nervous.
Get them hyped up! Come on!
Yeah, so basically, so we got the gala, right? That's why we're here. So can you talk to us about, are Are you guys excited about the gala? What are you thinking right now in terms of, because like Hannah said, it's going to be a big gala, but we've done bigger events.
Yeah.
So it's not like new to you. So in terms of doing the gala for the first time in this context, like what are you thinking right now? Like, do you feel prepared? Do you feel ready?
For the gala, I feel ready, a little nervous, but it's like excited nervous. I want them to be able to see the arrangements that we make, and I want them to be like, dang, this really broadens their perspective of how flowers could impact someone.
I feel absolutely amazing. Lately at work, I've been hitting the flow state. I didn't need nobody else's opinion on my work because they just come up to me and tell me, Braden, that looks really nice. I feel absolutely confident in how I will perform at this gala.
You said the flow state?
Yep.
What's a flow state?
Flow state is where you're just really focused onto your work or whatever you're doing.
Put 100% on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you feel nervous because this is going to be a lot of people dressed really nice? You guys are going to have to talk to people because you're going to be tabling.
Mm-hmm.
So are you guys prepared for that part?
See, I get into my head sometimes when I have to talk with people, but when I talk to people, I'm very casual. It's very like easy to talk to people. It's just that before I do, I get really nervous. So me talking to people now, it's a little nervous, but when I actually do it, it's going to be very relaxed and calm. A little exciting too.
I'm 100% gonna be a little anxious talking to people inside my head, but they won't know that. I'm gonna seem confident on their part, maybe a little smug.
We call that Chicago cool, right?
Yeah.